In this video, we'll be getting a little taste of local life in Battambang. With only a few days left on our visas, we almost didn't make it here, but we're sure glad we did. From sampling some local favorites, to riding a makeshift train, and hanging out with the friendly locals, Battambang took us by surprise. After a day's rest in Phnom Penh, we booked a bus towards Battambang. Everything was going smoothly until halfway down the road from Phnom Penh to Battambang, the bus broke down. Looks like it snapped a belt, and our driver is doing his best to try and fix it. He had one belt brought to him, but I don't think it's the proper belt. Yeah, but we'll see, you know. Maybe one day we'll get on the road here and we'll get to Battambang. We got nothing but time. After about 2 hours hanging out with our new friends, a new bus came to the rescue, and we were back on our way. We got in much later than we anticipated, so we decided to take it easy for the night and get to exploring in the morning. Today's gonna be a little bit different than most of our other videos because we're taking a tour, which we never do. We're really fortunate to have my man Kay here as our tour guide. He met us at our hotel and offered us a full and half-day tour option, and we really couldn't resist for the price because we don't know a whole lot about Battambang except for one thing that we're gonna show you a little bit later in the video. But yeah, so we kind of just said yes to this experience, which normally we try to do a lot of DIY stuff. We really try to focus on discovering the magic, if you will, on our own. But today we were like, yeah, send it. Let's go on a tour. Let's see what this place is all about. It only ended up costing us $14 per person. And that basically takes us from 9:30 in the morning to around 7 p.m. tonight. This tour is stacked, and we were thankful to have Mr. K showing us the way. If you're interested, we've left his contact information in the description so you can hit him up for a tour of your own. So we've just arrived at the rice paper making house, which I've never even imagined how rice paper is made. Rice paper is a staple of Southeast Asian cuisine. Mr. K walked us through the whole process of making rice paper, starting with soaking the broken rice and then breaking it down into a batter of sorts so it could be steamed and dried. The batter is placed on a cloth over boiling water so it can be steamed, and then it's laid flat on bamboo panels and set out in the sun to dry. This couple can produce 1,000 to 1,500 units per day during the dry season. Now,
okay,
it was our
now you look
turn.
at how he lay the rice paper. Yeah.
Look at you.
Come on, turn. Slowly, from left to right, moving, delay, moving ahead. Yeah, from left to right, yeah.
I did really bad. You were much better than I
You
am.
do like this,
Yeah.
like that, you see, like that.
Oh, I see. That
Yeah.
was good.
That
We
was
need the round side, you know, round side.
Yeah.
Look at that is.
Good job.
Thank you.
Bóng nhập được ní mời gọi.
I'd hire you.
You'd hire me?
I would.
That's good. So far, this is super interesting. Mr. K has so much good information, and honestly, we've had so many dishes in Southeast Asia that use rice paper, but we've never seen it made. I think the closest we've ever been is when we've had banh cuon in Vietnam, because it's really similar to that, but they just don't dry it. Our next stop was just a few minutes away, and coincidentally, also involves rice, just with a twist.
This is yeast powder. So the yeast powder they make from the broken rice, from the long pepper, black pepper, grass seed, star seed, cardamom seed, chili, coriander, and garlic. Now you take the fruit wine first.
Okay.
So this one they make from jackfruit, banana, and rye wine.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Sweet but strong.
Smells sweet but strong.
25 degree.
That is strong. It's good though. You wanna try it?
Oh yeah, it smells good.
But strong.
Oh boy. What's this one?
Taste first.
Taste first. I don't like this.
probably the snake one.
Snake one.
Is it?
I knew it.
40 degree.
Oh, wow.
Good for you
Did you save me any? Oh,
Yeah.
to make you strong.
Yeah. Strong like snake. Oh. Strong like that.
This is the last one, the original right one.
Original.
40 degree as well.
All right, snake one.
The gubra, you know. After 90 days or 3 months, they collect they get the old one out and put the new dead snake in this one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that one's much stronger.
It like traditional medicine, like it help your waist, your
Yeah.
back ache or the bone.
Oh,
Help
okay.
you a lot. You are pain or sore, or painful or very sore.
Yeah.
It help you a lot. Like traditional one.
Thank you.
Up to you.
And this is the same as the snake one?
No different.
Degree?
Different.
Oh.
The same degree.
Okay.
40 degree. Yeah, 40 degree. Yeah, the same. 40.
Yeah, strong. Cheers.
I think I like the original the best.
Yeah?
Yeah. The snake one was honestly nice and clean. Always heard of Cobra whiskey. Never tried it.
Have now.
Sure have.
So they've got all the rice drying right here, and then I'm not sure why they put it in this pan. He's gonna tell us, but he's on the phone. It's pretty cool operation though.
So one pan here they contain 15 kilogram of rice. So for pan 60, 15, 2 reuse bag, 60 liter of rice wine.
Oh.
So it means 1 kilo, I mean 1 liter of rice wine. So after they cook already, they collect the cooking rice here. They lay on this bed and then they let them cool down in 20 or 30 minutes.
Smell it, yeah?
Strong. Yeah?
Oh yeah, very strong.
Yeah, this coconut leaf, they have burn it like this, and then they make the fire here.
Yeah, that's a cool setup. I've never seen anything like that.
I just realized I haven't even had a chance to show you our ride, but this is called a remorque. And I know that I'm pronouncing that miserably, but it's effectively a motorcycle hooked up to a carriage. It's inspired from when Cambodia was colonized by the French.
It's pretty cool though. We've never ridden in transportation like this in any other country, so
Yeah.
it's a staple of Cambodia and it's kind of fun. It's definitely bumpy, but it's fun. I think we're at the fish cheese market.
And what is fish cheese?
Smells like it. So I'm not really sure, but my understanding is that like cheese, the longer the fish ferments, the stinkier it gets.
Grinding in the machine become the fish paste.
Taste, yeah.
For example, you cook fish amok or curry in the restaurant. They put some of this already.
Yeah.
And then when you eat it, oh, very tasty. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know from here.
Interesting. And this is called prokhok.
Brahok, yeah.
Prokhok, okay.
When you cook local soup, in the soup water they put a little bit of this. We use this one instead of the salt or fish sauce.
Okay, that makes sense.
So many different food, they must need the fish cheese. Or fish paste.
Yeah. Sure is fish-based. I wish you could smell where we just were, but it's probably a good thing that you can. They capture all of the fish from this river that we're driving by right now. And this is just such a cool experience. It's such a local experience, and we've been driving through villages. I just can't recommend this enough. We've only done 3 things, and we still have, I think, like 10 things left to do.
Banana leaf as the cap or cover this one.
Oh, I
Is it?
see, yeah.
See black bean is it inside? Yeah. Sticky rice coconut meal all together. And then they put coconut banana leaf. They put upside down or like this on the fire in 3 hours. But at the same time, it's too much hot. They have to do like this. Mix. Like banana. See?
Oh, I
They have to pull it like this. And be careful, the bamboo sack can
Splinters.
Can sharp your finger.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Ooh. Sticky. Interesting, there's the black beans in there. It's not as sweet as I expected it to be. Okay. It's good, right?
The sticky rice is delicious. You're right, it's a little bit sweet. The black beans add a completely different element to it. I don't think I've ever had it like this. It's really good. Kay was starting to change our mind about tours. We typically just figure things out for ourselves and avoid tours as best we can, but we're getting so much information that we wouldn't be getting just by wandering around on our own.
That was fun.
That was good.
It was really good.
Just a perfect little pick-me-up.
Yeah. I like the little bit of protein you get from the beans.
Yeah.
This is really fun.
This was a somber place. To think that for hundreds of years this was a place of peace and worship, but for just a brief time, it was transformed into a place of nightmares. It's hard to shake the feeling in the air when you're here. There's just an energy that can't be ignored. What the Khmer people faced during those horrifying years under the Khmer Rouge is unspeakable, and I'm thankful that we've had the opportunity to learn about it in person.
So Mr. K just told us that the Khmer Rouge would basically round up children from I think 9 to 17 years old, take them from their families and indoctrinate them, and basically use them as spies to, I guess, betray their own people, which is pretty sad. A lot of these signs are in Khmer, but thankfully we have Mr. K here to translate for us, and we've got a lot of really interesting information. It sounds like 10,008 people perished here, which is just such a huge loss of life. And I think he said over the course of the Khmer Rouge's terror, reign of terror, if you will, that they killed like 3 or 4 million people. So I just can't even imagine.
It always seems that the wind kind of rustles through the trees a little bit differently in places like this.
So we're standing in front of the Well of Shadows, and you can see in the windows that there's a bunch of human skulls, bones, all kinds of stuff. It's a monument that was funded by the Cambodian government with the help of the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and France. It's a lot of lives lost in there. There's a lot of skulls. This temple that we're standing in front of was built in the 1700s, and then the temple behind it was built in 2002. So it's cool that the Buddhist people and the Khmer people kind of reclaimed this site and didn't let the Khmer Rouge tarnish it. How old that is, can you imagine?
So Mr. K has dropped us off back at our hotel. We're heading to a place called Nars Kitchen, which is a restaurant and a cooking school, so that we can grab a bite before we have to meet back up with him in about an hour and a half. We are starving, so it came at just the right time. As delicious as that sticky rice and the bamboo was, it wasn't quite enough food.
Place called Nars Kitchen, and as Mike said earlier, it's also a cooking school, which is part of the reason that we wanted to come here for lunch, because we are interested in potentially taking a cooking class if we decide to stay an extra day in Battambang. We're supposed to be headed to Angkor Wat and Siem Reap soon, because sadly our time in Cambodia is almost over. But I got some chicken lok lak, which is a specialty of Cambodia, and then what did you get?
I got curry tofu with vegetables and rice.
That all sounds really, really good. We've got an hour exactly until Mr. K is gonna pick us up, and then I think we're gonna go to the Killing Caves. But the thing that I'm most excited about is the bats this evening. There's supposed to be like 6 million of them, and it should be a pretty fun time. We forgot our bug spray earlier, so we're definitely gonna make sure to put that on this time around because we do not want to get dengue fever again. If you guys are interested in hearing about our dengue fever horror story, let us know in the comments. We can do a separate video about it. It was one of the worst experiences of my life and I do not recommend it, but yeah, we're gonna hang out here and enjoy some delicious food.
Yep.
Good. This looks delicious. I wish I had gotten the curry.
I feel like that always happens.
That smells so good. There's a perfect bite of lok lak. I've got a little bit of the chicken, some rice, and an egg. This also comes with tomato and onion, but I don't care for those, so I'm just gonna eat like this. I think I prefer beef lok lak, but it's also good to get variety and not eat so much red meat all the time, which is why I got the chicken. It's really nice. It's just a simple, classic dish, and I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things that you can order and not have to think about, and it's relatively healthy because it's just grilled chicken, so it's kind of been my go-to whenever I want to eat something healthy, not eat so much red meat, and if I don't want to think about it, then this is just like a good staple.
Smells amazing. It's got some tofu, some eggplant, some long beans, and I think potato in there as well. And of course it comes with rice because how could it not? I forgot to ask for it spicy or how, but luckily they've hooked us up with this local chili paste sauce, something, and it smells delicious. So we're gonna try it the way it is, and then I'm probably gonna add lots and lots of chili. Not nearly spicy enough though, so. Added a lot. Shouldn't be a problem. Though I've never tried it, so I have no idea how spicy it is. That does the trick. Okay, yeah, it definitely has like an afterburn effect. Let's see. After lunch, Kay hit us up and asked if it was okay that we had a few new friends join us on the rest of our tour, and we were happy to oblige. Now, it was time to head to one of the coolest things we've done on this entire trip. The Cambodian Railway was developed during French colonization to transport goods around the country. During the reign of the Khmer Rouge, most of the rail network was dismantled, but after their fall, the locals used their ingenuity to create these train carts for transportation and trade. There's only one track for both directions, so every once in a while we have to stop and disassemble the train to let others pass. Each conductor will hop off and assist one another to help speed things along. Depending on how many trains are coming in one direction, usually dictates who has to get off. It was a nice chance to stretch your legs, or in the case of the conductors, find a new clutch. Did we mention that proper trains use this track too? At the end of the ride, before turning back, there's a stop where you can grab a drink or some souvenirs and hang out with the local kids. Oh, you know what? I like yellow. I think I'm gonna go with yellow. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh. I'm getting my hair styled.
You look lovely.
That's
La 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 la.
Yeah.
La 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 la. La la la.
Yeah.
You should show them what it
La la la. Ate mga chika. Mga chika trai mình. Ate lang lực cò, lang lực cò.
Oh, wow. Now that the real train has passed, it was time for us to say goodbye. This experience, while it was one of our favorite stops of the day, got us thinking. It's not lost on us that these kids are out here working. And everyone has different thoughts on the matter, I'm sure. But honestly, it's a lot more nuanced than we initially thought. We're not here to force our opinions on you or the people we meet on our travels. We just aim to share our experiences and let you decide what kind of activities suit your travel style. What did you think?
It's fun. It's really hot. But the train was fun. Kids were cute.
Yeah.
The ingenuity of just everyone on this side of the world is just crazy. Like the fact that they took a weed whacker engine and then made this like little makeshift bamboo train is pretty cool.
We took a quick break to check out this hanging bridge, which was more challenging than we expected because it's quite popular for motorbikes. Now we're headed to our last and arguably most exciting stop of the evening. But before the main event, we're gonna make our way up to the top of the mountain to see the Killing Caves that we learned about earlier. So now we're making our way up the hilly ascent to the Killing Caves, where the Khmer Rouge killed over 10,000 people during their reign of terror. So, not a pleasant place to see, but a necessary one. And this hill is steep. You probably don't want to hear us huffing and puffing up this hill, so it's time for more voiceover. This was a hike. Apparently we had the option to get a ride to the top, but somehow we missed that one. Before you get to the caves, there's a stupa surrounded by some pretty interesting statues. And just past that, there's a beautiful lookout point that almost made the walk up worth it. Caves are already a dark and kind of eerie place, but when you add to that the tragic history behind the Killing Caves, it's like something we'd never felt before. This location got its name because it was used as an execution site for the Khmer Rouge. Similar to the killing fields we visited in our Phnom Penh video, 10,008 Khmer people were brought to this opening before meeting a terrifying fate. It was intensely quiet here. The air was heavy, and not just because of the moisture. We only spent a few minutes here as it was almost time to make our way back down to see the bats. We were told that the bats come out at 6:40. It's 6:15 right now, and they're actually starting to come out right now, so hopefully we didn't miss them. This is what we were most excited to see. We've heard of similar things happening in other parts of the world, but haven't had a chance to see anything like it. 15 million wrinkled lip bats live in this cave system, and every evening around 6:30 p.m., swarms of them will fly out of the cave in search of dinner. Sure is a lot of bats. I just want to know where they go. And they're so organized. Just this, it's like a trickle of bats, honestly. And this whole thing's kind of like a spectacle. There's like so many people set up to just watch it happen. It's kind of cool. I feel like this is a great way to end the day. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please let us know by leaving a comment or hitting the thumbs up below. If you found it useful, please consider subscribing to follow us along on our adventures through Asia. And we'll see you next time in Siem Reap.